Today we are taking a look at Retrobit Super Retro-Cade. Now I have heard a lot of good stuff about this, some people going as far as saying that this is the best and most affordable emulator that you could possibly get on the market right now. And basically I want to see if that's true. So here we have the Super Retro-Cade, and I can tell you straight out the box, this thing looks really cool. It's so small. Let's get a little close up so you guys can see it properly. It is the size of my hand pretty much, which I love. It can go on my desk super easily. It won't be like big and bulky and take up a lot of space, and it is also very, very light, so you can travel around anywhere with this. So you can see here it has the power button. On the back of it, it has got different inputs for the display. It's got AV input, HDMI. This is where the power socket plugs into, and then this is for SD cards. Over at the front of it, we have the two USB ports, which is to plug the controllers in. And apparently you can plug in other controllers, but we'll see if that does actually work. I've heard a few people say that apparently it doesn't work, so we'll see. In the box, you also get not only one, but two controllers. And if you shake the box hard enough, you should also get some power plugs. So we have the HDMI cable, and we also have the power plug to power the system. Taking a closer look at the controllers, you can see they went with the SNES style of things, kind of like an updated version of a SNES controller, which I really like. And the buttons all feel nice, they're all clicky, and they all feel very functional. Now what I find really cool about the Super Retro-Cade is that it does not only emulate console games, but it also emulates arcade games, which is a game changer. Literally, I am never doing that again. And now I know what people are going to say, oh, you can mod the NES Classic to run arcade games, which is, yeah, that's cool, you can do that, but this does it out of the box, and for people that aren't tech savvy, it is very, very helpful. Okay, as you can see, we have it set up here. This is only a temporary setup. It will go over to my couch gaming setup, which, by the way, if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and click on the card up here, and make sure you do open it in a new tab and watch this video to the end, because my retention rate is dropping and I really need help. But anyways, let's play some games. Okay, so here we are on the Retro-Cade, and if you're wondering why I'm recording like this, unfortunately I do not have a capture card, and OBS can't record on different inputs, so you guys are gonna have to see it like this. But as soon as you boot it up, this is the screen you are greeted with. It is just basically a list of all the games, and at the bottom it has different options. So if you click start, it starts the game. If you click select, it goes into settings. A is confirm, B is back, and then X is to enter filters. So we'll go ahead, click X just to see what they mean. Alright, cool. So you can change between different game publishers, the name of the game, different genres and systems. So you can change between console and arcade. I think we'll stay on arcade for now. Let's have a look through what they have here. Final Fight. Should we play some Final Fight? Let's see what that's like. Alright, so on the screen you can see it's giving us some instructions on how to use the controller. Apparently you do have to map it for certain games, because especially for the arcade games it's a bit janky, so you're gonna have to set it up the way you'd like it. Now let's see how well it's emulating the game, see how it runs on this. Alright, let's go. I mean, this game at least is emulating it pretty well. And let's just see quickly as well. Alright, so if I click pause, is there a way to save the game whilst you're playing it? Alright, I've just read the instruction manual quickly, and it says click start and select at the same time, and it brings up this menu here, which can take you back to the main menu. You can also create a save state. So let's go back to the main menu and try out a different game. Let's try out an arcade game. I feel like there's going to be any bugs, it'll be probably on the arcade side of things. So let's see, what do we want to play? Boogie Wings. I heard Boogie Wings is a good game. Okay, Boogie Wings just didn't load. It kind of like crashed. Let's try that again. Okay, and the game has now started. So far it's running really well. We're not getting any like frame rate drops or any jitters. I can already tell this is going to be like a really fun game to play. Oh, I need to get that. Yes. Can I use that? Oh no, I've lost my airplane. Oh shit, you can run around on the floor as well. Another thing I wanted to try is whether the PS5 controller and PS4 controller are going to work on this system. So it says you can use other controllers, so let's try it. Let's go ahead and plug in the PS5 controller first. Okay, so PS5 controller is plugged in. And oh my god, what? It actually works. No lie, I thought it just fully was not going to work. So how do you filter? Okay, so square starts the game, so it thinks square is A. Would circle be back still? X is back, square starts, so circle must be filter, no? Oh wait, so the analog stick just done something. That brought up that menu. That changed the view. Yeah, there's no way to filter on this controller, but it works. Let's try it out in a game. Let's see, maybe let's try to get a game started first with the normal controller. That way we can insert coins. And let's see if the game works. Okay, we're getting beaten up very badly right now. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work. The game works in the, not the game, the controller works on the menu, but when you go into games, it just, whenever I press one of the buttons, it just closes the game out. So that doesn't work. So let's try the PS4 controller. Connects as well, just like the PS5 controllers. See how the button's the same. Yeah, so square to go into a game. Alright, yeah, this isn't working. That doesn't work at all. Alright, so the controllers do connect, they do work in the menu, but they don't work in game. Just wants to try that out. So I did play some more games off camera, and I can honestly say this thing is very, very impressive. I gotta be honest, there is some games that have some bugs, some where you need to really tailor the button layout. But all in all, this is a really, really good emulator. And I know 90 games doesn't seem like that much, but that is why it has got an SD card slot in the back of it. You can load as many games as you want onto an SD card, plug it into the Retro-Cade, and you're good to go. Another thing I said earlier, and I just need to say it again, this is so lightweight. It literally weighs nothing. It is so small, you could put it in your pocket and travel around with it if you really wanted to. I definitely recommend this to anyone that loves retro gaming. For you retro gaming enthusiasts, this is definitely worth the buy. I myself collect retro game consoles, and they can be quite big, so it's difficult when I want to switch them out and play a different one because they just take up so much space, whereas this, I can put it down and I'll forget it's even there when I'm not using it. And just for scale, this is an NES and this is a Retro-Cade. The Retro-Cade is about the same size as the thickness of the NES, which is crazy. So all in all, the Super Retro-Cade definitely gets a thumbs up for me. I would say it is worth the purchase, especially if you're into retro gaming. Good thing, Chelsea's pretty much only into retro gaming, so this is something we can play together. I'm also definitely going to load a bunch of games onto SD cards and play them on this. So if you guys do want to see that in the future, then do make sure you let me know down in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like, again, comment, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.